What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started today, I gotta go ahead and say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I put together a very special big man build in NBA 2K23 on next gen. Now, I'm gonna be calling it the 4-way interior anchor, but this build is actually going to come out to a catfish defensive anchor. Now, this build, I'm telling y'all, one of the best post playmaker builds that you're going to be able to make this year. But as far as when it comes down to the defensive end, we're definitely going to be elite on that level, getting anywhere from 71 to 77 badges as of Season 6. Now look, as far as when it comes down to the animations, we're going to be able to get elite standing contact dunks, big man contact dunks, as well as the pro contact dunks. Now that's really just the start, because this build reminds me of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the way that it's going to play. A little bit of Bill Russell as well, RIP. Now when it comes down to the attributes, these are going to be the ones that can hit a 100 plus for sure. That's going to be every single stat when it comes down to the finishing. So the close shot, our driving layup and dunk, standing dunk, and then our post control. Now that right there is 5 individual attributes. We also get 3 from the defensive end, the interior defense, block, and our defensive rebound. So look, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button to be a part of the Rich family. And more so than anything, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll be sure to get back to y'all with the response. Now let's go ahead and get started with the creation. So with the position today, we're going to go with center, and that's really going to be something that you can pick and decide from. You can go with power forward if you wanted to. Now when it comes down to these body settings, go with the height of 7'1". As for the weight, I'm going to go with 243. And then when it comes down to our wingspan, I'm going to go with 7'11". Now as far as for the body shape, I really like builds, but if you wanted to, you can go with defined. Now from here, we're all set to get started and move forward. And the first area that I want to get started with is going to be the finishing. So for the close shot, I'm going to go all the way up to an 85. As for our driving layup, I'm going to go with an 84. And then when it comes down to our driving dunk to get the pro contact dunks, go with an 86. Now for the standing, I'm going to go with the 90. And then as for the post control, put this to an 87. And right there we get a total of 27 finishing badges. Now the ones that I like are going to be Gold Limitless Takeoff, Postman Technician Pro Touch with Fearless Finisher and Slithery. But then we also get Back Down Plenisher, Silver Posterizer with Matcher, Rise Up, and Fast Twitch. Now this finishing end, one of the best builds, especially at the height of 7'1". Let's move on when it comes down to the shooting. The only thing we need to do is go with a 66 for our free throw. Right there, we're going to be all set to move forward. Now for the playmaking, go with the 75 when it comes down to our pass accuracy. And as for the ball handle, I went with the 54, and right there with these 11 badges, we get Clamp Breaker, Mismatch Expert, Quick for Step, Vice Grip, Break Starter, and I even think Special Delivery is another really good badge. Now we're really just getting started because this build gets really special on the defensive end. So for the interior, go ahead and put this up to an 83. As for when it comes down to the perimeter, you're going to be able to guard a little bit of anybody, so go with the 60. As for the steal, I'm going to go with the 67. And then when it comes down to our block, I decided to go with the maxed out 99. Same thing when it comes down to our defensive rebound. And then as for the offensive, bring this all the way up to a 76. And right there, we get a total of 29 badges. So as you can see, I like Challenger, Glove, and Interceptor. We also get Hall of Fame Workhorse, Box Out Beast, Chase Down Artist with Anchor, Pogo Stick, and Rebound Chaser. Now I'm telling y'all, so far looking so good. One of the most versatile builds from offense to defense. As far as when it comes down to the physicals, go ahead and put the speed up to a 65. Leave the acceleration at a 50. Go with the 76 strength. As for the vertical, I'm going to go with the 75. And then moving on to when it comes down to our stamina, max is out and we should be able to get a perfect 89. Now this is what the build's going to be looking like. Add up the fact that you can buy your own boost, which is a +4 to 5. An additional +10 from activating 2 separate takeovers. The better we play, our stats also gradually will raise. And then look, if you run with a teammate that runs Hall of Fame Floor General, that's going to be an additional +4 boost. Now just something that I wanted to throw out to y'all. Before these takeovers, look, we get the rim protecting, glass cleaning, and the post scoring. Now to be versatile on the offensive end, the first one that I would go with is going to be either power backdowns or advanced post moves. But if you care solely about the defensive end, I'm going to go with paint intimidation and then see the future takeover. And this is really a super toxic build to run, especially if you're looking to take this into the wreck. Now let's go ahead and check out the build to make sure that we made it correctly together. And if you followed every single step, we should be getting these 3 comparisons. And as y'all can see, we have created together the 4-way interior anchor, which comes out to a catfish defensive anchor. Now let me know down below your thoughts and opinions on this build. Did you create it exactly how I brought it to y'all, or did you recreate your own version? Now from here, take into account all of the boosts that I just previously mentioned, and we're going to be able to find out the true potential of what today's build can do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the wrap up of the badge layout. Now when it comes down to these badges, I'm going to go with Silver Posterizer, Slithery, and Pro Touch, Gold Fearless Finisher, Limitless Takeoff, with also Fast Twitch and Core Rise Up. Now for the final one, Hall of Fame Backdown Punisher, and these badges are interchangeable and adjustable to your own playstyle and liking. Now I definitely would consider Postman Technician, Dream Shake, Acrobat, and for tier 3, I know that Master is another really good badge to start with as well. Now that's going to wrap us up for this area. For the shooting, I'm going to go with Core Volume Shooter. As for the playmaking, Bronze Clamp Breaker, Mismatch Expert, and Special Delivery, with Silver Quick First Step, Break Starter, and Core Gold Vice Grip. Now if you want to, throw a few extra badges towards the playmaking, and we're going to be able to get Gold Unpluckable. Down the road you will be able to core it, and then from there, you're going to be able to run this original lineup and possibly more badges. As for the defensive end, I just went with Bronze Glove. You can go with Interceptor if you want to. Then from there, Hall of Fame Box Out Beast, Chase Down Artist, Pogo Stick, Rebound Chaser, and Core Anchor. Now this is what the build is going to be looking like today. And I just want to say thank y'all for the support. For those of you who did make it this far into the video, and more so than anything, thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now look, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from. And I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with the response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.